The shadows in this sector are thick enough to choke an engine intake. You sit in a booth at the back of a station that experts forgot to name. The air smells of recycled ozone and cheap fuel. It is the kind of place where dreams go to die. But you are not here to dream. You are here for a legend. Rumors speak of a thief who stole a starborn map. They say he took a whole constellation. He hid it inside a moon that rings like a bell when struck. Most call it madness. Most say the thief died 1,000 years ago. You take a sip of water that tastes like rust. You know they are wrong. The map is real. It leads to a weapon or a treasure. No one knows which. But everyone knows the Empire wants it. You tap your fingers on the metal table. A contact is late. That is never a good sign in the outer rim. You check the door again. A figure slides into the seat across from you. He looks like he slept in a cargo bay. This is Jax. He was once a top pilot for the fleet. Now he flies junk heaps for credits. He gives you a crooked grin. His jacket has seen better decades. Jax, the pilot, leans in close. He asks if you have the credits. You nod. He tells you his ship is fast. He says it is ugly, but it flies true. You ask about the destination. He laughs. It is a dry sound. He says he knows the way to the dark side of the hollow moon. He warns you about the gravity wells. He mentions the patrols are heavy this time of year. You tell him to worry about flying. You will worry about the rest. He shrugs. It is a deal. You leave the credits on the table. The walk to the hangar is tense. Eyes watch you from the shadows. Jax leads you to a ship that looks like a brick with engines. He calls it the Rusty Dart. You refrain from making a joke about Katniss. It is rude to insult a getaway vehicle. You strap into the co-pilot seat. The dashboard lights up like a holiday tree. Half the lights are red. Jax hits a panel with his fist. The lights turn green. He says that is a standard repair protocol. You decide to trust him. The engines roar to life. It sounds like a beast waking up angry. You lift off the deck. The station shrinks behind you. The stars stretch out ahead. They look cold. They look indifferent. You are heading into the void. Jax sets the course. He tells you a story about his fleet days. He claims he once flew through an asteroid field blindfolded. You doubt that, but you let him talk. It keeps him focused. The void can make a pilot crazy if it gets too quiet. You arrive at the coordinates 3 hours later. The moon looms ahead. It is gray and scarred. It does not look hollow. It looks dead. Jack scans the surface. He frowns. There is interference. Something is jamming the sensors. He finds a canyon that runs deep. It cuts into the crust like a wound. He says that is the entrance. You grip the armrests. The ship dives. The canyon walls blur past. They are too close. Jax fights the controls. The darkness swallows the ship. You are inside the moon now. It is not rock all the way down. It is metal. Ancient metal. The walls are lined with machines the size of cities. They are silent. They have been sleeping for eons. This is the Forbidden Vault. Experts think it was built before humanity learned to make fire. The scale is terrifying. You feel small. Jax whistles low. He says he should have charged double. You agree. A massive door blocks the path. It is sealed with runes that glow faint blue. No one has ever breached it. It looks like it could withstand a supernova. Jax brings the ship to a hover. He looks at you. He asks for the plan. You pull out a data chip. It is old. It belonged to a network of rebel miners. They found a fragment of the key years ago. They died protecting it. Now it is yours. You hope it works. You transmit the code. The runes flash. The door groans. It is a sound that vibrates in your teeth. The metal splits. A path opens. It is just wide enough for the ship. Jax guns the engines. You shoot through the gap. Inside is a vast open space. It is a hollow core. Floating in the center is a structure. It looks like a cage made of light. This is it. The place where the thief hid his prize. But you are not alone. A signal pings on the console. It is not a ship. It is a beacon. It pulses with a rhythm. It sounds like a heartbeat. It is coming from a drifting relic near the cage. The signal is a siren song. It promises power. It promises answers. You feel a pull in your chest. It is hard to resist. Jax shakes his head. He says it feels wrong. He says it feels like a trap. You tell him to get closer. The relic is small. It is a pyramid of black stone. The pulse is strong here. It messes with the comms. Static fills the air. You hear voices in the static. They whisper your name. Suddenly, a face appears on the screen. It cuts through the static. It is Commander Vane. You know him. He was your mentor once. Then he sold out his unit for a promotion. He is the reason you are an outcast. Vane smiles. It is not a nice smile. He says he has been tracking you. He says he let you open the door. He offers a deal. Hand over the Constellation map. He will let you live. He will clear your record. Trust flickers like a dying flare. You know Vane. He keeps no promises. He leaves no witnesses. Jax looks at you. He has a hand on the throttle. He is waiting for your call. You shake your head. No deal. Vane sighs. He says he expected that. He says it is a shame. The screen goes black. Then the radar lights up. Red dots appear. Many of them. Enemy frigates surge from the shadows of the machinery. They were waiting in the dark. Their weapons charge. They flash like meteors. Jax swears. He spins the ship. The first volley misses by inches. The shields flare. The ship shakes. Jax dives toward the machinery. He weaves through pipes as thick as skyscrapers. The frigates follow. They are fast, but they are big. Jax uses their size against them. He is a madman on the stick. You man the rear turret. You fire blindly into the wake. You hit a fighter. It explodes in a ball of fire. It is a small victory. The big ships are closing in. Their cannons hum with dread. You see a rift ahead. It is a gravity distortion. The core of the moon is unstable. The rift warps the space around it. Light bends in weird angles. It looks like a drain in the universe. Jax sees it too. He yells a warning. He's going to dive into it. It is suicide, or it is genius. There is no time to decide. The frigates fire a volley. The energy bolts scream toward you. Jax banks hard. He aims for the center of the rift. The ship shudders. The G-force hits you like a hammer. Your vision blurs. The metal of the hull groans. It threatens to tear apart. The enemy shots go wide. They are pulled off course by the gravity. One frigate gets too close. The rift grabs it. The ship stretches like taffy. Then it snaps. It is gone. You pop out the other side. The ride was rough. You taste blood, but you are alive. You are deep in the core now. The hidden chamber is ahead. It glows with stolen stars. The constellation is not a map on paper. It is light. It is captured starlight held in a field. It pulses like a living heart. It is beautiful. It is terrifying. It illuminates the dark metal walls. You bring the ship to a landing platform. You and Jax run out. The air is thin. You wear breathers. The chamber is cold. You approach the light. It is warm on your skin. A voice booms. It does not come from speakers. It echoes in your head. It is an ancient AI. It is the guardian of the vault. It demands to know why you are here. It asks if you are the thief returned. You speak to the air. You say you are not the thief. You are here to finish what he started. The AI pauses. It scans you. It reads your biometrics. It reads your intent. It says the theft must be repaid. The balance must be restored. The stars were taken from a dying system. They were saved, but they need to go back, or they can be used. This is the choice. You can return the constellation. It will heal a broken sector, or you can claim its power. It is enough energy to crush the empire. It is enough to make you a king. Jax watches you. He does not speak. He knows this is your call. The power tempts you. You could end the war today. You could rule. But you remember Vane. You remember the cost of power. You look at the light. It is innocent. It does not belong to you. It does not belong to the empire. You make your choice. You tell the AI you will return it. You will set it free. The AI accepts. The light shifts. It condenses into a small sphere. It floats into your hand. It is heavy. It hums. The vault begins to rumble. The Guardian is shutting down, but Vane is not done. His flagship breaches the inner chamber. He survived the rift. He is damaged but angry. His cannons aim at the platform. He demands the sphere. The battle erupts. Laser fire chews up the deck. You and Jax scramble for cover. You are pinned down. There's no way to the ship. Vane sends troops. They drop from shuttles. Jax looks at the ship. He looks at you. He hands you his blaster. He says he has an idea. It's a bad idea. He runs toward the ship. He draws their fire. He screams like a banshee. You cover him. You drop 2 troopers. Jax reaches the cockpit. The engines ignite. He does not take off. He aims the ship at the fuel lines of the flagship. He's going to ram it. He's buying you time. You scream his name. He does not answer. The rusty dart launches. It's a streak of rust and fire. It hits the fuel line. The explosion is blinding. It reflects off the stolen stars in your hand. The flagship lists. Fire consumes it. The troops panic. The chaos gives you an opening. You find an escape pod. It's old. It might not work. You have no choice. You punch the launch button. You shoot away from the platform. You watch the flagship burn. You mourn Jax. He was a thief and a liar. He was the best pilot you ever saw. He saved the mission. He saved you. You hold the sphere tight. It is warm. The pod clears the moon. The Empire fleet is in disarray. They are fighting the fires. They do not see a tiny pod slipping away. You drift into the nebula. You are safe. Days later, you arrive at the colony. It is a poor rock. The people are tired. The sky is dark. You walk to the center of the town. You place the sphere on the ground. You release the lock. The light expands. It shoots up into the sky. It spreads out. It forms a new constellation. It is bright. It is golden. It lights up the night. A hopeful glow spreads across the faces of the crowd. They look up. They smile. For the first time in years, they see a future. The light pushes back the dark. You walk away. You are just a shadow in the crowd. But you leave a legacy. Stories of your daring will echo. They will tell of the thief who returned the stars. The stolen constellation shines above. It is a beacon. It is a promise. Humanity will rise. The Empire cannot own the light. The stars belong to everyone. And somewhere Jax is laughing. The heist is over. The real work begins. You have a map in your head. There are other vaults. There are other moons. And you need a new ship. The galaxy is big. It is full of secrets. You pull your collar up. You step into the night. You are ready. Let them come. You are the one who touched the stars. You find a new bar. You order a drink. You toast to the empty seat across from you. The bartender asks if you are waiting for someone. You smile. You say you are waiting for the next adventure. He nods. He turns on the news. They are talking about a new light in the sky. They call it a miracle. You drink your water. It still tastes like rust. But tonight, it tastes a little like victory. A young kid watches you. He sees the dust on your boots. He sees the look in your eye. He asks if you are a pilot. You tell him you are just a traveler. He asks if the stories are true. About the hollow moon. About the vault. You lean back. You look at the ceiling. You tell him that stories are just words. But then you pull a small shard of rock from your pocket. It glows with a faint blue light. It is a piece of the door. You spin it on the table. The kid's eyes go wide. You tell him that sometimes words are not enough. Sometimes you have to go see for yourself. You leave the shard on the table. You walk out. The air outside is cold, but the sky is bright. The new stars watch you. They wink. You wink back. It is time to fly. You check your credits. You have enough for a shuttle ride. That is a start. You head to the spaceport. The wind howls. It calls your name. You are the star thief now. That is what they will call you. It has a nice ring to it. You wonder what Jax would say. He would probably say it is too flashy. You laugh. It is a good sound. It scares away the shadows. You board the shuttle. You take a window seat. You watch the world fall away. The void welcomes you back. It knows you now. You are part of it. You are the spark in the dark. You are the human factor, and you are just getting started.